Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a lot more special as compared to all the other videos that I've posted so far. Because in today's video there will be no singing.
What?
Say what?
Rather, we will be answering some of the most important questions that must be going on in your mind. Who is a singer? Am I a singer? Can I sing? What is my vocal range? And what classification of voice do I fall into? Stay tuned because all of these questions are going to be answered today in this very video. Well, everyone is a singer. That might come as a bit of a shock to you all because you must be thinking that I cannot hit that high note or I cannot sing in that particular way. So how am I a singer? Well, because singing does not define that you have to do it in a particular way or manner. It's the other people around us who actually have set a particular parameter that everyone has to follow or everyone must meet to be famous. If we go way back into classical singing, there were 4 classifications to judge a singer, namely soprano, alto, tenor, and bass.
Soprano, high notes sung easily by female vocalists. Alto, low notes sung easily by female vocalists. Tenor, high notes sung easily by male vocalists. Bass, low notes sung easily by male vocalists.
Come to talk with you again, because a vision softly creeping.
This classification base is also known as the SATB scale, but it is very well visible that this system lacked proper voice classification because no one human has either a high or a low voice. So there were 3 more variables that were added to this very equation: mezzo-soprano, countertenor, and baritone.
Mezzo-soprano, notes that fall between soprano and alto. Countertenor refers to notes that fall between alto and tenor. Because it was so rare in its existence, it was actually taken off the scale. That does not mean that it doesn't exist. It does exist, but it doesn't fall into the categorization anymore. Baritone refers to the notes that fall between tenor and bass.
At first sight, I felt the energy of sun rays. I saw the light inside so shine bright.
Back then, countertenor was the highest voice classification a male could get. Yeah, I would just let that seep in. However, nowadays we do have a lot of male singers or male vocalists who can even hit the whistle note. Now, what is a whistle note? That is something that we'll get into in the next video. For now, it's just basic for you to know that it comes in the soprano register or classification. Now, you can all visualize that we have a broader scale for vocal classification.
Soprano, mezzo-soprano, alto, tenor, baritone, bass.
Now, to check your own vocal range, you can either download a piano application or go to someone who has a piano, or you can even play the keynotes or keys on your own piano and try and harmonize with them. If you're able to match a particular pitch without straining your vocals, then then that's your perfect key. Why do I say that? That's because the key in which you're able to sing in the most easiest and comfortable way is your original key. And now since that you found your key, you can compare it with this chart that I will display for 5 seconds, and you can find which vocal classification or voice classification you guys fall into. If you found this difficult or in any way uncomfortable and that you were not able to follow through, you can actually go up to your voice trainer or your choir teacher or a vocalist, anyone who is trained in this particular genre or in this particular field, and you can ask them to classify your voice. But never prematurely classify your own voice, because if you end up classifying it higher than it actually is, and you can actually ruin your own voice. That's right, you heard me. You can actually ruin your own voice. Just think of your vocal cords as a body, and just as a human body has its upper and lower limits, your vocal cords do have their own upper and lower limits as well. And if you try to stretch them, they can work fine for a certain period of time, but strain them for a longer period and you can actually degrade your own voice. Now this vocal cruelty does happen a lot. You might be thinking that who is fool enough to do it? It does happen a lot in the pop and rock music culture.
Most of the songs are written in the scale of soprano and tenor, whereas the singer's vocals lie in the scale of mezzo-soprano and baritone. As a result, singers keep trying to bridge the gap and as a result end up degrading their own voice.
I hope you enjoyed this entire experience and it was really helpful for you. In our next video, we will discuss about the singing techniques that includes melisma, belting, falsetto, head voice, and a lot more. So stay tuned. Hello everyone. If you like my videos, you can click on subscribe right below my video, and you can like and share them too.